Probando. All right, you ready? Let's get to work. All right, this one is gonna be fun. This one is actually gonna make some people a lot of money if you actually decide or been thinking about getting into the business. Believe me, this is exactly what I did at the beginning. So in this video, how to start a jewelry business with $1,000. $1,000. I'm not gonna tell you, it's not gonna require any amount of money, or maybe with like 500 bucks you could pull this off. Yeah, maybe you could pull this off with 500 bucks. But right now, precious metals are so high. Listen, let's stop right there. Let me show you exactly what I would do if I had $1,000. Pretty much exactly what I did. I would not change anything because I was able to pull it off like this. I mean, we still trying to pull millions and millions of dollars into the business. But if you had $1,000, it's gonna be tough. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be a very good track for you to follow because again, it's exactly what I did. I'm not gonna show you any different. And I'm actually gonna throw in some extra advice from me and from other people that actually pretty much did the same thing that I did. Okay, so it's an actual proven track that all you have to do is just follow the track and walk the track. That's it. That's all you have to do, and put in the freaking work. If you don't put in the work, then by all means, go watch a Taylor Swift video, go watch a TikTok video, watch some reels, some stupid reels on Instagram or something. This is gonna be very serious for those who actually want to start a jewelry business. I don't know, maybe you have $1,000 to spare around and you wanna start something on the side, maybe just to pay off your car payment or something. Just follow the video. It's gonna be very simple, but it's gonna be very powerful advice. So stick around. David put a comprehensive guide here. I haven't read the guide yet. If there is something wrong here, I'm going to pretty much, some of this stuff do make sense, some of this stuff does not make sense, but let me see. All right, so research and planning, yes. Research and planning, listen, 1 to 2 hours max. Right here on the guide, it says 1 to 2 weeks, research and planning, max 1 to 2 hours. You wanna get to this quick, you wanna get to this fast. Why? Because we wanna get to the action as quick as possible. So 1 to 2 hours max. I think this is way too much, maybe within an hour. Who's your target market? Who am I gonna be targeting? So niche selection, business plan, forget about the business plan, niche selection and market research. Who am I going to be selling this to? Is it gonna be rappers? Do I have the connection for rappers? Is it gonna be just regular people on the street? Is it gonna be lower income personnel? Is it gonna be mid-tier, middle class personnel? Is it gonna be people with high income? Who is going to be my target? That is for you to decide. But as of now, with $1,000, you might want to target people that are looking for cheap items, like things that are gonna be costing you maybe about $100, I don't know, maybe $50. That is who you want to target. You don't have a lot of money, you don't have a lot of capital, so do not target. Maybe you could target some middle class, but maybe lower middle class. And do not target people in first class because it's just not gonna make any sense. Again, do your market research. You know yourself better than I know yourself. So you need to do your market research. Who are you gonna be targeting? And that's it. Simple, simplicity, keep it simple. If you don't keep it simple, you start overcomplicating things. What's happening with AI right now, which is a little bit off the topic, but once you start asking AI for some things, a lot of the times they do overcomplicate stuff and then it gets lost in the weeds. That is not what you want. Your brain works pretty much the same way. You don't want to get lost in the weeds, okay? So simple, who's gonna be my target? Who am I gonna be selling to? You need to decide that now and quick. Okay, so the name and logo. Again, do not spend a day, do not spend a week, don't spend a month. Oh, the name. What will be the perfect name? Jesus, give me the perfect. No! That. Listen, you need to get to this quick, okay? Money does not wait. It doesn't wait for you. It's not gonna wait for you. So the quicker you get to market, the quicker you start making money, the quicker you're gonna thank me later, okay? So name, pick a name. Right now you can use ChatGPT to pick a name. Give me 5 different names. This is my target audience. I need the name simple, easy to remember, easy to pronounce. That's it. Keep the name simple. Go to Fiverr, buy somebody, I don't know, maybe $10, $20, $30, and then right after that, get your logo within between 2 to 3 business days. Reiterate it if you need a revision for the logo. But once you have the logo, that's it. Like just grab the logo, put the name, done deal. Now, that's gonna take me to the next step, which is gonna come to legality. I'm a little bit biased on this. My theory is start making some freaking money first and then get legal. Yes, I'm sorry, but hey, YouTube needs me to say that you should talk to your lawyer about this, okay? So please conduct your lawyer about this legality stuff. Start making some money. Put your eBay shop, your Etsy shop, Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, all of those 4s, put them under your name as quick as possible and start posting your stuff as quick as possible. but we still haven't gotten to the supplier stuff yet, but grab all of those and put them under your name. Legal, it's just going to delay a lot of stuff. We were looking at a brand new location that it's just completely brand new, and I went to get the permits with the city and all of that, and they gave me a whole bunch of freaking stupid lists. I'm like, lady, are you serious? Is this how you want entrepreneurs to conduct business in this new society? I have a whole list of things, $10,000 worth of stupid permits that are just, oh, you need an inspection for this, you need an inspection for this, you need an inspection for the screws on the wall. What the is that, man? Listen, so we ended up actually buying a store that was already set up. I don't have to go through all of that stupid ass stuff. So, because it's just, oh my gosh, it's gonna be delaying you way too much. So legal stuff, put that stuff on the side. You need to get legal, yes, 1000%. But for now, you need to start making some money so then you could pay your legal fees. Does that make sense? Okay, next, permits, licenses, business structure. Well, some wholesalers, I wanna say this, some wholesalers are going to require you to have an EIN. You do need to have an EIN. You need to have a business structure, and you do need to have a resale certificate in order for them to sell you stuff. Here within the US, I'm not saying to go outside, but maybe if you go outside, you don't need none of this. Maybe, I don't know. You tell me. If you go outside, maybe you don't need none of this. Does that make sense? But here in the US, you need all of those paperwork. You need your research certificate from your state. You need your EIN registered with the IRS, which, well, at least here in Florida, all of that is very quick. But I don't know, any other states, maybe it could take some time. But here in Florida, I could probably get that stuff done within a week. Yeah, within a week, I'll get this done. Any other state that you guys live in, I don't know. You need to find out within your state. But again, this is cheap stuff. I don't know, this is gonna run you $300 maybe. If you could do it yourself, at least here in Florida. I don't know what's it gonna be in a different state. But again, if you go outside, you have your name, your credit card, you don't need to pay for none of that. You need to get to market fast, quick. So let's break down the budget. $1,000. Basic jewelry pliers, yes, just a set of pliers. That's all you need to adjust your stuff and make sure it's shipped out properly before you send it to the client. Yes, you're gonna need a polishing cloth, please. That's it. That's all you're gonna need. Jewelry boxes. David, what the do you put in here? At the beginning, we don't need no boxes. At the beginning, gift bags, no. All right, so look, if you have a wholesaler here in the US, there's a bunch of wholesalers. I'm gonna start with silver. Do not start $1,000 with gold unless you have the clientele. If you have the clientele, then you start with gold. And I'm talking about a piece that you could buy right now and you could sell it right away. Otherwise, do not buy gold. Start with silver. It's not the same. It's definitely not the same if I have half a kilo in silver than if I have, I don't know, 10 grams, 15 grams in gold. Definitely not the same. I have a lot more value in silver, okay? And that is where my profit margin, most of my profit margin is gonna come. I'm gonna grab all of that, I'm gonna put it in the market, and I'm gonna sell it. And I'm gonna try to sell it 50 to 100% of what I bought it for, okay? 50 to 100% of what I bought it for. And I'm gonna put it on the market. And if somebody comes around and tells me, hey, I'll give you this price, I'll give you $1.40, and I bought it for $1, I'm gonna get that piece moved quick. Okay, at the beginning, you don't really care about the profit margins too much. You wanna get your money flowing. You wanna get to the cash flow. You wanna get to speed. Why? Because those customers are gonna come back, and then they're gonna come back, and then they're gonna come back, okay? And then after that, you don't need to go out and get as many customers as you were required at the beginning. Does that make sense? I'm dropping the hell of a freaking value in here, okay? This is gonna make some people a lot of money. Speed, fast. You need to get to market quick. Do not delay. Don't delay. Grab the $1,000, go to the suppliers. Where do you find the suppliers? Where am I gonna find the suppliers? Here in Miami, there's a bunch of suppliers here in downtown. There's a lot of suppliers here in downtown. You go to downtown, go to SIBO building. A lot of it is gold, a lot of it is watches, gold, and stuff like that. But here's exactly what I'll do. I'll start day one, walk. Where is the biggest markets right now? New York has a lot of wholesalers. Atlanta has a lot of wholesalers for silver. Who else? Los Angeles has a lot of wholesalers as well. And then Miami. So I will identify the closest one to me. If I don't have enough money for a plane ticket, I will grab a car and drive. Yes, drive. Come on, get there. And what I'll do is I'll go and start knocking in doors. And I'll start talking to people. I don't care if I look like a green pea. I don't care if I look like a fucking loser. I don't care, okay? I'm walking in with confidence because I'm starting a fucking business and I'm starting something serious in here. Okay, so I'm gonna knock in the freaking door. Exactly what I did. If I need a job right now and I apply online. I did this years ago and it worked for me flawlessly. And then I was amazed about how people used to say, oh, I can't find a job. Oh my gosh. I applied online and I didn't get a response, I didn't get a phone call, but I will go get on my freaking car and knocking fucking people's door. I will knock in people's businesses and be like, hey, like this is me, this is what I do, like what can we do? Believe me, within a day or two, I had 4 to 5 interviews set up in no time. A lot of the times, I actually got interviewed right then and there. Like I was just amazed. So grab your car, get to people's door and start knocking in them, start shaking people's hand. This is invaluable. You have no idea. Because you're gonna start meeting new people, you're gonna start getting into that little circle. You're already in the door. That is the most important thing, you're already in the door. You're gonna start knocking in people's circle. Knock in people's door. Find out who has the best price. Find out pricing. Start learning. Start asking questions. The best salesmen ask questions, okay? You don't talk, you ask questions so you could get some insight of what's going on in the market. Keep going. You download the app on your phone, you see what the price of silver is at that specific moment. That's gonna give you a price per gram, and that on top of that, they're gonna charge a labor. How much labor is it gonna be charged? That labor is gonna be anywhere from 40 to $1. So 40 cents to $1 on top of the market price of silver at that specific moment. That's usually what it's gonna be at. Silver doesn't really fluctuate too much, at least as of the time of this video. I don't know, 5 years from now, how is it gonna be, but it doesn't fluctuate too much. So 40 cents to $1 is what they're gonna charge you, depending on the piece, whether it's plated, whether it's not plated. A lot of stuff depends on that. I'm gonna buy pendants, I'm gonna buy chains, I'm gonna buy mainly chains. Focus mainly on chains. Buy some pendants, do not buy too many pendants, but mainly focus on chains. Again, this is serious advice that a lot of people will pay money for this, and I'm giving it to you for free. Buy silver chains. Knocking people's door, because once you're, I don't know, 5-6 months in the market, here's what's gonna happen. You already have a good track record, you started selling, you started moving. What happens? Remember what I told you about the profit margin? You don't care too much right now about the profit margin. You wanna get to people's phone number. You wanna give your phone number to all of these people. You wanna get all of these customers coming back to you. Here's what happened. You have cash flow. Maybe you don't have too much profit now, but you have a lot of cash flow. What happens when you have a lot of cash flow? You're going back to your supplier a lot more often. You start establishing a stronger relation with your supplier. Now what happens? Your supplier knows you. Your supplier knows that you're not going anywhere. You're actually increasing in sales and you're actually getting more customers. So what happens with your supplier? He gives you the key to building this fucking society. Credit. Right now, I could ask pretty much any of my suppliers for, I don't know, $100, $200, $300,000 worth of credit, and they will give it to me. They will give it to me. Like, it's like, listen, you're not going anywhere. They'll just give it to me. And this is something that is not on your credit. This is something that is not, this is just like pretty much like word of mouth, pretty much. Hey, listen, I'll give you, I don't know, start asking for little, for, I don't know, maybe you like a couple of months in, be like, hey, listen, can you, I don't know, can you front me $5,000? Can you front me, I don't know, 3 grand or something like that? So now all the money that you have been in the cash flow, it'll probably double by now or triple, or I don't know, maybe 5x your money already by that point. Let's just say you have, I don't know, $3,000. Let's just go with the very minimum. You're taking very little action, but I do not recommend that. If you're gonna be taking little action, please just stay away from this video. So let's just say right now you have, I don't know, $4,000. And then you ask your supplier, hey, listen, can you front me another $4,000 and I'll pay you in 30 days. That's gonna put one thing on top of you, which is going to be very, very good. And I like it. It's called pressure. Okay, so you're gonna have your $4,000, your supplier's $4,000, but you gotta pay them back and quick. So it's gonna put a whole lot of fucking pressure on you to sell those things now. If you have a wife, tell your wife, wait, because I'm making some fucking money, okay? Listen, wait, I'm making some money. I need to pay these guys back and I cannot fail at this. You cannot fail at this. You do fail at that, your supplier is not gonna front you any more money, okay? So just be serious about it, because your supplier is gonna thank you and you're gonna thank your supplier. And it's just, you guys just build that relationship. That's it, it's simple. So 6 months in, you have credit, you have money. All of this, you started it with $1,000. It sounds a little simple in word, it is simple, but it requires work. Simplicity and work, 2 different things. It could be simple, but it's gonna require a lot of work. The gym is simple. All you have to do is just lift weights, right? But it requires work. That's how it works, okay? Let's see, suppliers relationship, we already covered that. Payments, very important. Payments.
I'm gonna take in any form of payment. This I learned later on, but at the beginning we had Shopify. We've been using Shopify for a while now. We take all types of credit cards. I'm gonna take in cash. I wanna take in Cash App, Zelle, Venmo. I don't have Venmo, but if somebody, hey, listen, I have Venmo, I'm gonna download Venmo, okay? And then I'm gonna receive that money. Apple Cash, Bitcoins, anything, any form of payment. Listen, we showed it on a video. We traded a truck for freaking golden watches. We traded a truck. And then the funny thing is I get the truck for 20K. I traded it for golden watches. So I make a little bit, not too much because I mean, it was a friend of mine, a little bit of money on the truck right then and there just off of that deal. And then 3 weeks later, I sold the truck for 29K. So I made 9K on the truck. Maybe I made another $1,000 on the side with that deal. So I made a total of 10K within a month. I'm gonna take in any form of payment you have. You have a truck, you have a car, you have a piece of shit car, anything, I'm gonna take it in, okay, as a form of trade, as a form of payment, and then I'm gonna give you what you want. Take anything in. You are a businessman or businesswoman, sorry, woman, if I haven't been directing to you, but yes, you are also included in this video. You're a businessman. You wanna get stuff moving, man. You wanna get busy. You wanna get speed. Quick. All right, so payment, any form of payment I'm gonna take. When it comes to e-commerce setup, yes, you do need, like I mentioned before, I will post my stuff on Etsy, I'll post my stuff on eBay, Marketplace, a lot of stuff on Marketplace, and OfferUp. Next, content creation, yes. Social media is the big monster that pretty much eats everything that you throw at it. Absolutely everything that you throw at it, social media is going to eat it. So you do need to start getting consistent with that. What I will do, if you have a couple of followers on your Instagram, personal Instagram, I will take that out. I will put my logo, my company, and everything. All of that is gonna be converted to my business Instagram. That way you have a little bit of traction. That way people know exactly, you know, like what you're gonna be doing. All of my friends need to know what I'm gonna be doing. If any of my friends do need any type of jewelry, I'm gonna let them know, hey, listen, this is what I'm starting. I have the connection for the suppliers. I have the connection for pretty much anything that you need. If you need something, let me know. They need to know, okay? They need to start seeing your face every single day. Why? Because if they don't see your face, guess what? They're gonna see me. They're gonna see any other jeweler hammering their freaking phones every single day in front of their freaking screen. So they need to see you every single day, pounding that social media every single day. You do need to pound the social media, yes. And this is something that a lot of people do get wrong. A lot of followers do not mean a lot of money. I've seen big social media accounts and they're not making a whole lot of money. I'm not saying big followers are bad, I'm not saying that, but a lot of times they do not translate to money. I've seen a lot of influencers that are broke. So a lot of followers do not mean a lot of money. But you do want to start getting some traction. You need quality followers. You need people that are actually looking for stuff. So again, get your social media right now. If you have TikTok right now, it's just currently banned or whatever. You need to start pounding that TikTok. We haven't started pounding that TikTok, but I've seen some big people that have been pounding that TikTok and they're making some very good money with TikTok. Instagram Reels, they have a huge amount of reach, a lot more than your average story. You need to start pounding that social media. You need to get on social media. Everybody's on social media. You do need to get on social media. We are not in the 1970s, in the 1980s anymore where you have to set up the store online and just wait for everybody to come in. That's not gonna work. You'll die, you'll starve, okay? So, social media, you need good photography at the beginning. You're probably not gonna get good at it, but guess what? Speed, get to it quick. Start taking some pictures. Start looking at other people's images and see what are you missing. Start comparing. You don't know what you don't know. You just don't know what you don't know. So if I don't know something, guess what? Who knows this? Is it this guy? Is it this other guy? Okay, these guys have a lot of followers. What exactly are they doing? And what am I doing? And I'm gonna compare it. That way, now I know. Because if I just stay stuck in my bubble, I don't know what I don't know. I need to compare it with the other people to see what they're doing and what am I not doing. And that's how you're gonna start figuring shit out. And that's how you're gonna start rewiring your brain little by little, okay? All right, so photography, video content, pricing strategy. Again, I think we already covered that. Again, for silver, this list covers material cost, labor cost. You don't need to buy, there's a video out there on YouTube on how to start a business, a jewelry business with like $500. And the guy buys a 3D printer with, what is it? It's not even a wax printer, it's a resin printer. I won't buy that because it's a piece of shit printer. At least for jewelry. I'm not saying it's a piece of shit printer. I think the technology is awesome, but for jewelry, it doesn't work. If I only have $1,000, I'm not gonna spend 20% of my budget on a printer. No, you don't need it. There's a ton of people with $50,000 printers there in downtown or whatever your district is. I will print the stuff with them. Pay them $30, $40, $50 depending on how big the piece is. I don't have to spend the money and I already have that piece sold, because if I'm manufacturing a piece, it's because I already have the piece sold. Piece is gonna be printed. I'm gonna pay them for the printing, take it to the casting house. They're gonna get it casted. You imagine that I start buying, oh, let me buy the printer. Oh, let me buy the oven. Wait, so I could start the casting. Let me buy the cups so I could put and start preparing, and you have to learn all of that and then make sure your casting comes out right. You know, no, these people already know how to do this. They are freelancers, they pretty much work, they're self-employed. So, hey, listen, print me this. They'll print it, casting house. The casting house, that's all they do. They just do casting every single day. Casting house, and then you need to find a quality jeweler. This is when it comes to gold. You could do this with silver also, custom pieces for silver. But at the beginning, again, all of this moving parts take time. Custom pieces are gonna take easy, 3 to 6 weeks if there's no delays along the way. If there is delays, it'll probably take 2 months. So this is going to set you back. You wanna start getting quick, little chains, cheap chains that people want. Fast and quick with $1,000. This is not a jewelry business with $50,000 or $100,000. This is jewelry business with $1,000, quick. Okay, let's jump on to the next stuff. All right, I'm drinking water. Don't think it's anything else. I don't drink at all, sometimes, but very little. All right, so building trust with the clients. Implement, you need to have some sort of return policy. I mean, if I'm gonna be dealing like hand to hand to you, like, you know, like I wouldn't, almost no one has a return policy when it comes to like marketplace or OfferUp and things like that. If you do start setting up like an online store and things like that, you need to see what your competitor is doing. If your competitor does have a return policy, then you do need to implement some sort of return policy as well. Include carrying instructions. This is what we do here. We do have a carrying instructions with each purchase, but this is already, like, again, you complicating stuff along the way. The more complications, the more stuff you start adding in, the more time, delay, and everything. You're throwing a whole lot of baggage in your bag. So in order for you to start moving, it waits because there's more stuff that you're throwing in your pack. Okay, so it's heavier and heavier. You cannot move fast, you can't. So this is stuff that is gonna start overcomplicating stuff. But once you start an online store and it's up and running and things like that, you wanna make sure that you have either you or someone that's gonna be taking care of the maintenance of the store, either you or someone that's gonna be taking care of the email marketing, either you or someone that's gonna be taking care of any issues that come up with the website, either you or someone that's going to be taking care of the customers. So all of these moving parts, they do take money and time, which they're not gonna come with $1,000 budget. But as of right now, again, I think you are way more than capable to run, or at least to start the side hustle with $1,000. And that's it. Let me see, financial management, daily operations. One more thing before I let you go. The more you start getting clients and things like that, the more things are gonna start coming up. You wanna start writing things down, because memory is very, very unreliable. Everyone's memory is very, very unreliable. At the beginning, you'll probably be fine. You're not gonna have a whole lot of clients, but once you start gaining a lot of clients, your memory is gonna start failing you, just like it does with a lot of the stuff. My memory fails all the time. Everyone's memory fails all the time because it's very unreliable. We are not machines. We are very close to machines, but we are not machines. Machines are better in a lot of aspects. And with memory, you wanna start trusting your pen and paper, sure. Okay, do you understand that? Pen and paper, I wanna write everything down, the stuff that I wanna do, and I wanna start checking all those boxes to make sure I complete my task each day. This is very, very powerful. That way you don't forget about it. Again, if you have any questions or concerns, you could comment down below and we'll be in touch. If you think this is very, very valuable, which again, I do think this is going to make a lot of people a lot of money, let me know what you think. Again, if you have questions, subscribe, because we're gonna be dropping a lot more videos like this very, very quickly, depending on what you guys think. Okay, so financial management, free accounting softwares. Listen, just get an accountant. Forget about the accounting and learning all the accounting and all that. Just get an accountant when it comes to the accounting, and then continuous learning is the last part of the checklist here. Again, you don't know what you don't know. If you don't know something, then look for a competitor. Look for somebody that's doing what you're doing or what you want to do. And if they're doing it better, how are they doing it? And start getting an eye for those things. Okay, so like and subscribe. If you do have any questions, or if you were just watching this video for pure entertainment, feel free to go to GOLDZENN.com. We offer a lot of variety of items, from solid gold, some silver, watches, anything that comes to your mind, a lot of custom pieces. Feel free to reach out, because we probably have some of the best people in the business. Okay, thank you.